Good morning, everyone. My name's Constable Phil Mendoza, and thank you very much for attending here this morning for our Asia Pacific Consultative Committee Media Day. It's going to be a beautiful day. You can see in front of you we have an agenda, and we're going to try to keep it tight today, keep everybody moving. And I'll go over that in a little bit, but before we do that, I'd like to introduce Staff Superintendent Jane Wilcox.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out here today. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Toronto Police College and our second, which I hope to be, annual Media Event Day. I just want to mention, as co-chair along with Ray Tolentino from the Filipino community, we are part of the Asia Pacific Community Consultative Committee. I'm not too used to karaoke, I'm sorry. This event today was put on, one, to showcase the Asia Pacific community, to showcase and give an opportunity for the media to interact not only with our committee members, but also with each other. And I'm delighted on behalf of Bill, thank you, for all the hard work that he's done in putting together our event this morning. I would like to just briefly go over some of the folks who are here today. First of all, the Philippine Consul General, Minerva Falcon, thank you very much for coming. From the Korean Consulate, Senior Superintendent Chin, thank you very much for coming. It's not me, I'll move over here. Superintendent Jim Raymer from the Community Mobilization Committee. And all our APCC members will start over here. Mr. Timothy Zaza from the Burmese community, representing the Burmese community. Valdivia, from the Filipino community. Mr. Sid Akita from the Japanese Canadian community. Mr. Sambath Chom from the Laotian community. Cambodia, I'm sorry. Mr. Tom Bogfati, unfortunately, was not able to be here, but Ms. Mali Philpat from the Laotian community. My co-chair extraordinaire, Mr. Ray Tolentino from the Filipino community. Ms. Bokshil Shin, from the Vietnamese community. Korean. I'm sorry. I was looking at Anna when I was talking about Bokshil. Anna Do from the Vietnamese community. Mr. Kang Nguyen, Mr. Kang Nguyen from the Vietnamese community, and Mr. Henry Lee from the Malaysian community, and last but not least, Ms. Young Lee Ha from the Korean community. And all our officers, our auxiliary officers, our troop officers, the college staff, thank you very much. And I'll thank them in advance, our caterers who are going to be providing some refreshments for us later on this morning. Before we get started, just a couple of things. You'll be able to have a tour of the police college, and Phil will be saying a few more words about that. And then by 11 o'clock, we will all congregate to celebrate the artists from the Asia Pacific communities who contributed to the community quilt of tiles on the wall just outside here. And it'll be an opportunity to celebrate the artists, their families, and the Asia Pacific communities. Thank you. Phil?
staff. Okay, what we'll do is we have Sergeant Davis and Sergeant Graham from our instructors, and they're going to be doing the tour with you. With this group, we're going to be breaking them up to 2. So I'd say the first 3 rows, if you can go with Sergeant Davis. Over here. And the rest of you can go with Sergeant Graham. Okay, so if we can get the first 3 rows up, and you can start your tour, and we'll meet you at 11 o'clock at the community club.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Lee Graham. I'm one of the sergeants here. And my team runs the in-service training program. There's firearms, conventional tactics, and I'm going to be giving you a tour this morning. So, whenever you folks are ready, we're going to start out in the range. That's the first area we're going to go to is the firing range. And from there, we'll work our way. We'll snake through the building. And any questions along the way, please ask me. I'm more than willing to answer any questions I can for you. Excuse me. Yes, sir.
Okay, for the rest of you, we're just going to...
up, if you will, with wired for communication so that each student can have the same information. And that classroom, we're going to have partitions that go through here to cut the class in half and still accommodate the same lesson as well. So we're quite proud of that. It's a new feature that we ourselves are going to use too, because it's a technology that is fun for us to play with as well. But so each classroom is identical. All of the lesson plans, everything are in the computer hard drives here, so we can take the same lesson plan from this classroom and go to another one that's already there. So it's kind of fun that way. Anyway, this is just a sample classroom. They're all identical, but let's go with that door over there, and we'll take it from there. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay? They're planning. They're doing some. Well, there are. It's actually active right now. Okay, so you may have an opportunity to witness some of the students doing some things like shooting. Anyway, because of that, I can't take you right onto the range, but we can take you to the range control booth and we can tour through there and see what it's like from the other part of it. Okay, so we're going to try not to interfere with the students that are in class right now. Before, underneath the parking here is where all the geothermal thermal heating is all collected and goes through the building. It's really kind of a neat facility. We used every square inch of this facility to make it as green as possible. So that's kind of interesting as well. A series of photographs. These are photographs of all the officers that have ever been with Toronto Police since 1956. Okay, and it goes right up to the corner. So it kind of wraps around here. And so we've had literally thousands of officers pass through the doors of the college and through the service over the years. So this it starts over here and makes its way around. And you can see actually it's black and white over here. And I'm over here where it just changes from black and white to color. Anyway.
Was that
yeah.
5 years ago?
Oh, yeah, sure. Thank you. So we're So this is for all the sworn officers, all the constables that have come on. Of course, over the years they've gone up through the ranks, but when they come on, they start off as constables, and then and so it's all photographs of them as they were constables. So that's very interesting too. Okay, we're going to go over to this set of stairs here. Is there anybody can't climb stairs? Okay, because I do have an elevator available for some people, but I'm going to take you upstairs to the prayer room. Okay.
How you doing?
It's open to everyone. Okay, I can pull over. If you want to take a quick tour, you're welcome to. We have a number of religious artifacts available. That's everybody. As well, yes. Yeah. Okay, we have over. Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's exactly. Try to be, yeah. Sneak in for a second.
It's called the fifth.
So you'll see that the Quran is there. We've got the Bible and.
I thought even the Christian. He's a scholar.
No, that's it. Okay.
All right.
So it's multi-faith.
Yeah, multi-faith, absolutely.
Okay.
It is.
That is good on the thing. Yeah, maybe just one picture summarizes it.
Firearms, the tactical training, and everything takes place over in this building. Now you'll notice, when we go through the doors here, you have a big sign here saying no loaded firearms allowed. So if anybody has a firearm here, make sure you unload it before we go in, okay? All right?
Go ahead.
Everywhere you go, you speak.
Is this one of the practice rooms?
No, this is when you go in that section.
Yeah.
Remove. You have to make sure your gun is unloaded.
Oh, okay.
Can you just do it again the way you took it from there?
Okay.
So there's nothing
Now
left
it's,
to
now it's loaded.
Yeah.
Now it's loaded. So when you come, before you go in here, you have to unload it.
Oh.
Everybody.
Oh, okay.
So it's just for safety reasons.
Yeah.
So you gotta make sure it's safe. So there's nothing in here. It's empty.
What about your head?
Oh. What's the purpose of it? Why does it have to be empty? For this?
It's protocol, and it's for I guess it's for a lot of safety reasons.
Oh, really?
So there's no one gets hurt.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, just to advise you, we have two identical ranges here, firing ranges. They're actually shooting in this one over here, so we're not going to go there. Okay, we're going to go in this one here where these students have just finished. They're going to go on a break right now, so we can go in and have a quick little tour in here. It is rather loud, the noise from the other range, so I don't have enough ear protection for everybody to wear it. You know, we're just going to go in, take a quick look. If anybody that does not want to go in, okay, we're just aim higher here for this. Okay? All right, we're going to sneak in there, okay? Come on in. Okay. Are you okay?
I used to be part of the TPC.
Anybody else coming in? Great. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, the question was just asked a moment ago, what kind of ammunition, what caliber do we use here? We can use anything right up to 50 caliber on this particular firing range. 50 caliber is pretty big, yeah. We don't use that, but it is capable of handling. This range here is state-of-the-art. Everything about it is, but this is the only range that's like this in North America. Right next door, the other side of that wall is identical to this one. And they're independent of each other. So if this one is getting serviced, that one can still be operational, or vice versa. Or we can use them both at the same time. We can handle 60 officers at a time firing, okay, between the two ranges. And the range distance from here down to there is 50 meters. It's also as wide as it is long, so that helps out a lot too. There's a lot of practical applications for that. We can actually drive vehicles onto this range here too, and deploy our officers from vehicles. It has large doors that we can drive into, come out, set up a scenario-based training from here with live fire exercises. And of course, at the range down here, we have an annual qualification that everybody has to do. As I say, it's annual, and once a year, everybody has to come in and qualify. And that's the training that these officers are doing today. And on top of that, we have other types of training as well that we can do here, like the firearms. Because of the fact we can handle up to 50 caliber, that's a lot larger than anything that we use as a municipal police force. However, we do have a variety of different firearms that we can use. So we're pleased to say that this firearm can handle most of it. So. Any questions about this? Okay, when you're outside, you wouldn't hear very much. It's very well sound insulated. The only thing you're going to hear is the fans, okay, unless you're right next door to the walls. And as far as the actual neighbors are concerned, we've taken that into consideration. In this particular building, because it's standalone, we are far enough away from the actual residents that they don't hear anything. There is another type of training that we do that's realistic. It's called simunition training, where we're not firing real bullets at each other. We have, does anybody play paintball here? Paintball? Okay, you have the idea like that way you can actually shoot at each other, but nobody really gets hurt as long as you're wearing protective equipment and that sort of thing. But we have a very similar type of thing. It's called simunition, and we can shoot at each other as we, as instructors, will also be actors, and we present scenarios to the students, and we will do that in another room. I'm going to take you there and show you what that is. With that projectile, it adds a lot more realism to the type of training that you do. So I'm going to take you outside and I'm going to show you that room next, okay? But as far as this area here is concerned, does anybody have any questions? Okay, great. Okay, we'll go back outside here. And I'll take those. Stay close together, okay?
Is there a reason for that? No live ammunition beyond this point?
Just so no one gets shot. Right?
Oh, you use fake bullets?
Yeah.
Not real bullets, okay.
This particular, it's called the indoor It's not really painted. If you do get anything on your clothing, it's actually soap and it washes out. But a lot of water on boulevards and on your clothing, so stay away from the walls. Okay? These walls here, take them down and move them around. You can figure them any shape or dimensions that we want, and which is unique and it's good for training for us because so the officers when they come in, they don't get pre-programmed. They get a room always goes off to the left. When we do room training, we can change it up, make it all different for every application, and so it's always students to do that. So it's adds a lot of rules. So we'll send students in. We'll give them a very quick briefing. We'll tell them what the call is about, and then they come in and they don't know anything more than that. But as we all know, things aren't always as they appear. Okay? So when the officers come in, they're expecting one thing and maybe something else pops out. They have to react to it. They have all their options available to them. It'll be their firearm using simunition. It'll be their Nerf pepper spray. In other words, not really pepper spray, but a simulated pepper spray, and a baton. And they have to use the levels of force that are according to the incident that's been objected to them. Okay, so they'll go in here and they never know what's going to happen. They're supposed to do. But Julie, if you'd like to just go for a quick walk through this
What's this for close range?
Yes, this is close. This is, remember they said simulation?
Yes.
They practice, and you have you pretend you're going to a radio call, and they when you get in here they surprise you. So then you practice as our practice room.
Oh, so you don't know what's going to happen
No.
until you're
Yes.
tackled or whatever.
Yes. That's why there's a lot of.
real running, but there's some safer ways of doing things. So that's how this is what we find the beauty of doing it this way.
How do you prep that mentally to
And that's exactly it. It's what you do through training, it's what you're probably going to do in real life. So this is how we do it. We prep them mentally. We give them scenarios as when they first join. And we condition them. You know, we're giving them, not really bombarding them, but we're giving them a plan in case something does happen. Because when they first join, they have no idea. They watch on television. But now we're giving them some real life situations on how to adjust, how to prepare yourself for it. And then we change it up a little bit. So it's not the same all the time. So now they have to realize that they use options instead of just going directly to one item, one use of force option. Okay? Well, we do have the emergency task force as part of the Toronto Police Service, and they have their own facility that they work out. Okay? But they will train here as well. They're certainly welcome to come here. But they have their own facility, and that's where they have the big guys. Okay, we're going to move around to the outside training facility. Boy, did we ever luck out with the weather today? Yeah. It's beautiful. That building over there is Campbell Soup. Yeah, so it's very close. You can see, why the necessity of having a camp over here would be good back in the day. Now this area, that was the indoor practical training area. This is the outdoor practical training area. Oh. We have the street skate, storefronts. And storefronts on this side here as well. And we have a driveway that loops around this building and back around here. Okay? So we can do some driving exercises. Prepare ourselves. So a lot of our initiation or contacts with the public are in fact driving. So we're preparing them with what to do. And it's all safety oriented. Everything we're doing here is safety for the public, safety for ourselves, and safety for everyone in general. This is where we get all the practice from here. Now, we have a couple of other features about this building or our facility here. We actually share it with the Department of National Defense. Okay? Toronto is a partner, the City of Toronto is a partner. The Toronto Police are the main focus for our building here. It's known as the Toronto Police College, but the Department of National Defense are also involved in it as well. So it's a good partnership. It's fine. So now the difference between this and the facility outdoors here, remember inside we were having some paint balls or some initial training? We don't fire projectiles outside here because we have neighbors in the service out. Okay? And the noise. The noise is a lot more minimal outdoors than what it could be on the inside. But we use what we call secure blanks. Blanks, there's no projectiles firing back and forth. We do that because we don't want an errant round going over in the private property and getting somebody's to talk to the car or somebody walking out of the system. And we have a large gymnasium. You probably saw that. We're getting close to where we were before. Okay? But I think what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to go back in this story here. Sometimes it gets not over. Original building. We've gone through a little tunnel. The first time we just walked outside to get to the second building. Now we've come through a tunnel. So we're back in the original building, and this is kind of the exercise area. This is where we get the officers get their baton training and their defensive tactical training, handcuffing skills are upgraded. And there's also the regular exercise that we get through just fitness in general. So I'm going to show you how that's in that area as well. Anybody getting tired? This is what we use for our baton training. The officers have, they carry batons as one of their options for force options. And so we use this room here for that training, and it works out pretty good. I'm going to take you to another area that we move along with.
I hope I miss you.
These are just fake plastic guns. Okay. Thanks. Are you with the police?
No.
No? Okay.
guests on the services that come, but then we'll get a hotel for them. The question was asked if anybody like sleeps here, and the answer is no. We don't have any accommodations that way. Anybody that actually comes to this facility is usually close enough to go back home. But we will occasionally bring in guests from out of town. Other services come and take courses with us, and when that happens, they will put up at a hotel nearby. That seems to make a lot of sense. This room, as you can probably tell, this is where we do our martial arts or defensive tactics, and a lot of expertise on the service with regards to martial arts. And we showcase that an awful lot. And of course, that's when they do their throws and their rolls and that sort of thing, you don't get hurt. Okay? That room that we went into just before this one, that was the baton room, and that has an application. It's also defensive tactics as well, but it's better to have a room like that where you're not slipping and sliding on the mat. But we do have two rooms identical to this. We have another one next door to it. So it really helps out so we can the maximum number of students through here at a time for each class. There is. Not in training. Not in training. Like it's not a matter of they will know this, but there are officers that do practice it. Okay? Mixed martial arts is what you're asking, right? Yes? Oh yes, oh yeah. No, we're all in it together. Yeah. We're all, yes. Everybody's one big happy family as far as that goes. The type of training that the officers have to have is like a minimum standard that they have to pass. Handcuffing skills, holds, takedowns, things like that. But they don't have to have a degree, any kind of belt status or whatever. No, nobody has to have it. But most of the instructors have it. Okay? All right, so we're here.
Let's see how you're doing.
By the way, there's a washroom.
It's not a good. Something I don't even know the place well.
Back in about 1957, the Toronto Police Service became amalgamated with all the other smaller services around here. And since then, we have a memorial wall here of the officers that we've lost since that time. And so we give honor to the officers that passed away from dying on the job in various circumstances. So we have a memorial for these officers here. It happens to be that this weekend, even today as we speak, the Canadian National Memorial is taking place in Ottawa for officers that have died over the years. So they have a memorial there. This is ours for our police service here. Does anybody have any questions?
That's 797.
Yes. Well, it's enough. It's enough, okay? I know. I understand. In Toronto. This is just the Toronto. Yes. Who have died on the job. But they have their own facilities. So they wouldn't do is group effort. Back in the beginning of the summer, when the G20 summit was starting up, but just prior to that, we had massive training for all the officers on our service. We invited other services to come and upgrade their skills as well. But so we do share some of the training prior to big events like that. But for the most part, our service and the other services will come to us, but not on a regular basis. So it's a special arrangement.
So is it a high-risk occupation, like in terms of life insurance, to cover, to be a policeman? Is it a high-risk occupation, like in terms of life insurance and ensuring that they don't, like Do you know what I'm saying? Like in a life term?
Well, there certainly is risk involved, there's no question about it, and that's where we get in for preparing ourselves for it. But in terms of life insurance, I'm not aware of, like there is companies available that provide life insurance to us. And,
Oh, okay.
So there's not, that doesn't seem to be much of an issue. But,
Thanks.
okay, we're going to make ourselves around the corner.
Oh, so it's a group, like
Yes.
all of you
Through
get...
Manulife Insurance.
Oh, I see, Manulife. Thanks.
Just so you know.
Yeah. Who did the artwork?
Oh, very nice.
Who did the artwork?
A couple of people.
Oh,
Not
community?
just one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like,
There's a list.
yeah, and then half this one.
Madam Secretary General.
Yeah, this is what I made. Yeah.
Where do we have our artists? Do we have you up here? The artists? Anybody else?
Where's supposed to sit right there?
Yep, you're over here. Frank? Frank? Where's Pam? Oh, there. He's not here, okay. He's not here either. So welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a good tour. Was it good? Yeah. You guys enjoy it? Learn anything about the college? That's good. We're at the final stop of the tour, and as you can see, this is our highlight of the day, and it's because we're dealing with our community again and helping us with this. And to speak more about this will be Staff Superintendent Luca.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your college tour, and I hope you are all going to be interested in joining the police college, joining the police. This is where we do all our training, as you know. We wanted to focus today on the artists and this community tile wall. It's the brainchild of one of our police officers who wanted to demonstrate, as she says, the strength and beauty of Toronto as reflected by the community members in the many different diverse communities that we have in Toronto. So what happened was all the community consultative committees, and at the time, the Asia Pacific Community Consultative Committee was only made up of the countries of Korea, Vietnam, Philippines, and the Japanese Canadians. So now we have grown to double in size to include Laos, Cambodia, Burma, and Malaysia. Those countries are yet to be represented, but we wanted to acknowledge the work of the artists and celebrate their beautiful tiles. And we will now have Phil, if you want to come up, and we'll make presentations to the artists, and I also have a special presentation after that.
Okay. Our first artist is Cam Newman, and with that we have a committee member here, short bio of Cam, read by Annabelle.
Artist Cam Nguyen has been drawing since she was a child. In 1981, she left Vietnam and arrived in the United States, settling in a refugee camp. There, she received the first place award for an art competition and continued to excel in her studies. Eventually, Tam moved to Canada and enrolled in the Ontario College of Art and Design. She graduated and made a living through her artwork. When asked Tam words about herself now, lost track of my inspiration.
And that tile, Battle of Vietnam, can you point it? That one there. This is read by Kang Nguyen.
The tile I'm referring to is called Aoyai. It's the traditional clothing of the North Central and South regions of Vietnam. In this style, each row from North Central and South regions of Vietnam. So each row is dressed in an Aoyai that represents each different regions of Vietnam. Each region has a slightly different style and comes in many different colors. These dresses are usually worn on special occasions such as Tet, which is a Lunar New Year, and weddings.
College, so on behalf of the Asia Pacific Community Consultative Committee, we would like to present you with this acknowledgement of your work, and hopefully you will hang it as proudly as we have your work on our walls. Thank you.
Artist, this is young Bo from Japan in 1987. Three children. And after her retirement, we also learned about KCWA, that's the Korean Cultural Women Association. That's correct. Founding and social service painting class. Although she has never learned painting before, In her 60s, she gained the courage to join, and today her painting has exhibited twice already. Her children are all married now with children of their own, and she has a three to paint the grandchildren as grandchildren. Mrs. Ho is a firm believer that children need a lot of love and care in order for them to grow mentally, emotionally, and physically healthy.
Unfortunately, Ms. Hope could not be here today, so perhaps Sambeth, you will accept on her behalf. The plaque under her grandchildren.
Our next reader will be Valley Feedback. Think about Mrs. Kumki Yang, Phil of Canada.
Mrs. Kumki Yang, Phil of Canada. This painting is based on the quilt made by Mrs. Bob Sion Chin. Mrs. Chin set out to make a quilt reflecting the history of Canada and displaying the beauty of multicultural Canada by including individuals from notable Canadian figures to members of the public. Mrs. Yang took a liking to Mrs. Chin's quilt and painted a portion of the quilt. Although Canada is made up of immigrants from different time periods and different parts of the world, Mrs. Yang believed that everyone belongs to Canada and everyone is writing the Canadian history in her or his own way.
Mrs. Kumki Yang.
On behalf of the Police College, which is in front of, thank you very much for your lovely work. Hopefully you will have this expense colleagues to have your work.
Our next reader will be Wang Xiaoxin. Think about Mrs. Tai Chun-Li.
This is Hazel Lee, Taekwondo. Artist Mrs. Hazel Lee came to Canada in 1988. She came in with a Canadian dream, but settling in Canada was not easy. So she searched for a way to make her life more meaningful. While running a small business and raising her children, she registered at Concord University to pursue her dream as an artist. Like many other immigrants, she missed her hometown, especially the sunset over the ocean. Therefore, she always looked for a way to paint the theme of Korea. Her mother taught her to be proud of the spirit of Korea, which has made her overcome challenges with amazing endurance and spiritual strength. Taekwondo Taekwondo is martial art that expresses this Korean spirit. Through this painting, she wants to represent Korea's spirit and to facilitate reflection on what it means to live in Canada with Korean heritage. Thank you.
Unfortunately, could not be here today, but Roxanne, perhaps you can accept this on her behalf.
from 1966 to 1974. He joined the Toronto Police Service in 1990 and holds a position as liaison officer for parking enforcement East. He is self-taught and has painted since his childhood. A versatile artist, his work reflects the changing trends of painting, including realism, impressionism, contemporary, and abstract art. He is a member of the Philippine Artist Group, and over the years has done numerous art exhibitions throughout the GTA. The bronze and granite Rizal Monument has long been considered among the most famous sculptural landmarks in the Philippines. It is located in Luneta Park, the site of some of the most significant and historical moments in Philippine history. Rizal's 1896 military trial and execution made him a martyr of the Philippine Revolution. He is widely considered the greatest Filipino hero. The monument is not merely the statue of the national hero, but also the mausoleum that houses his remains. Both the statue and mausoleum are located near the very spot where Rizal was executed. The site is continuously guarded by ceremonial soldiers known as Caballeros de Rizal, or Knights of Rizal. The 0 km marker across the monument also serves as the point of origin, or kilometer zero, to all other cities in the Philippines. And this is the Rizal Monument by artist Mr. Frank Cruzet.
Mr. Cruzet, on behalf of the Toronto Police Service, the community, thank you very much for your work, and hopefully you'll display that as display your work.
Thank you very much.
Just one final brief presentation before we go for some refreshments and then move into the second portion. Karen, are you here? Oh, Karen, hiding in the back, sorry. Karen was a member of the Asian Pacific Community Consultative Committee very early on for our first year. It was her energy and contributions that helped to make our community group a success. So Karen, on behalf of the committee, thank you so much for all your work. I know Ray and all of us really appreciate the efforts you put in, the energy you brought. You'll be missed, but we know where you are. So thank you.
Yes, we're going to take a break now. This actually take 5 minutes or so. We want to take photos, pictures with the artists, everyone else, and then head over to the theater and have something to eat. Thank you.
We'll resume at half an hour in the same room where the food is, and we'll be doing one final presentation.
Center of it. Yeah. Phil. Phil, they want you in the photo too. Yeah, Dad. Eh, dito ka sa para nakasentro. Dito ka sa Pare, hindi ko kaya.
Dapat tumayo. Oh yeah, we gotta stand up.
Pare, ko ba? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Hindi ko kaya.
Now my turn. 1, 2, and...
Yeah, here, all this. The one with the flag. Okay.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah.
Could I just ask a question? Did you have to go to the Philippines and stand there and do your
No.
Memory?
I painted that to the picture.
a picture? Okay.
So what was the reason for doing it? Inspiration.
Actually, I was asked by, I asked Philip what to do. And Philip told me to paint something that when people look, Filipino people look, they recognize it right away.
Oh.
So this is the most important monument that we have in the Philippines.
The icon.
That's what I did, yeah. And Philip is the one who gave me that picture too.
Who is Philip? Constable Mendoza. Oh. Just look at it.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, can I have your comment? On what? The camera. Comment about the child.
I'm very thrilled here and even more thrilled that the depiction of the artist representing the Philippines is Rizal Park, which I think encapsulates the entirety of what we are about the Philippines. Rizal, in fact, traveled as far as North America, and we're still trying to establish it. He just happened to also drop by Canada during his travels. It shows that the Filipino has been very curious about the world even from the beginning. Of course, he picked up all these ideas about enlightenment and differentiation, which started everything in this century. I'm very, very pleased that the film chosen for this sums up the experience of the Filipinos, both historically and their experience here in Canada.
It's fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna. What's the food?
But
Thank you.
Oh, no, it's okay. Go ahead.
Yan, kaunti, tama-tama yan. Diet mo. Yeah, sure.
For the Community Mobilization Unit, and he'll be talking about our unit, Superintendent James Raymer.
Good afternoon now, everybody. Can everybody hear me back there? Can you guys in the back? Yeah. Okay, good. Well, I hope everybody's enjoyed the nice little lunch, the nice low-calorie desserts that they had. I very enjoyed that custard cake there. That was very good. So I hope everybody enjoyed their lunch. I want to welcome everybody again as well today, and thank you all for attending. I can't emphasize enough the importance of the role that you play to the success of what we do with the Toronto Police Service, and the role that you have in the community in ensuring that we have a safe and vibrant city. I mean, much like the great work of the consultative committees we have in the service, you provide that link to some of the communities, and you help us instill confidence and trust, and encourage people to help partner with us, because without you, we're not going to be successful. So I really congratulate you on your role and your willingness to participate and for being here today, because it is very vital to our success. So thank you very much. The next thing I wanted to say to you is that I'm going to just introduce in a moment here Brianne White, who works in the office with us at Community Mobilization, and she's coordinating what we call our Toronto Police Service Links program, or TPS Links. And I'm sure many of you might have heard of it. It's a community automated notification system, and we send alerts out to the community by voice, text, or email. And we would very like to expand the participation throughout the city of people in that program, and we would like to encourage you to help us do that. It's a process where we can get our community alerts, valuable information, and it can just be sent out in an automated fashion. And so we're in the process of trying to recruit as many people as we can. And Brianne's going to just identify to you and explain to you a little bit about the workings of the program. So again, I just want to, thank you for participating here today and attending. And I very much congratulate the artists and for the renderings that they did on the wall. It's an excellent mural that's been done. And again, thanks, and I'll introduce Brianne White.
While Keith gets me all set up, I won't take too much of your time. I'm just going to quickly run through a quick PowerPoint discussing what TPS Links is and how we use it to benefit our community as a whole. Thank you. Okay. As the not a microphone, girl. As the superintendent alluded to, you guys do play a big part. This system was brought in November of 2009 to allow the service to communicate to the community about what's going on in the neighborhood. Okay? So I won't go into too much detail. I'm just going to go over the main points of the system and how you guys will play a big part in allowing the community to know about the system. Okay? So this is an automated notification system that delivers vital information to those who work or reside within the city of Toronto. Okay? It allows us to send messages to the entire city or target a specific local group about what's occurring, even in neighborhood crime on a certain street. We can target information to specific households or businesses. Okay? All messages are prepared by local divisional police officers and sent out by them as well. Okay? Types of information. Okay? It ranges from special events, community meetings, community events such as one today, It also ranges to missing persons, evacuations, existing Amber Alerts, or threats to school safety. Okay? As the superintendent alluded to, there's 3 different ways that the message does go out. The first being the voice message. So what the system does, it will send a voice or dialogic voice to a cell phone or landline. Okay? One of the main issues that was brought up by the community is that automated notification systems is that if there's an answering machine, they don't get the whole message. The system is advanced and it'll wait for the voice message to complete before it'll start the message. Therefore, you won't get a thank you from the Toronto Police. You'll actually get to hear the whole message on your answering machine. Okay? Text messages. We do have the text option. Allows us to receive messages on cellular phones. The only issue that unfortunately we can't control at our end is costs due to text messaging. Some carriers, if you don't have a text plan, they do charge for incoming texts, depending upon your carrier. Okay? One of the biggest things, and it wasn't when we first released this system, we just had the voice and text. Email was key, desired by the community and internal individuals. It's quick, easy, you can get it at home, you can get it on your PDAs. Registration. There's 2 ways of registering to the system, one being online, quick and easy. Go to the Toronto Police website and click on the icon, or you can click on tpslinks.ca. All the information is on the line or on this website, and you can register and you automatically go into the system. For those that do not have access to a computer, we do have a hard copy registration form available to be printed on the internet, or it is at the local divisions as well. After registering, you are provided with the TPS Links profile. Any information that you do provide to the system is strictly confidential. Okay? You can also make any changes at any point in time online or through the hard copy form if your phone number changes, if your location changes, or you want to receive different types of messages. You can cater your profile to receive how you want to receive the message and what you would like to receive. Okay? The only requirements is that you have, obviously, the way, the means for us to get the message to you, so a phone number, email address, or cellular provider. Okay? But this information is used when you do provide your personal information address. It's strictly for us to target the information to you. It's not used for any other purpose. Okay? And that's one of the big things. When you do register with anything nowadays, there's terms of participation. One thing that I do want to strongly indicate is that this information is not used for any other investigative purposes. It's only for the TPS Links communication device. Okay? Resources. Okay? You can, as I said, go to the TPS Links website, on the Toronto Police website, or tpslinks.ca. There's also an email. If you do have any questions, tpslinks@torontopolice.ca, and I can answer any questions that you would have. Okay? And that's pretty much it.
Today, I just wanted to say a few words about the Asia Pacific Community Consultative Committees, and ours in particular. We are now finishing our 2nd year, and we have been very successful over the past couple of years, and certainly this year, being involved in special events, flag raising, festival, Independence Day celebrations, and many, many other things. What is really positive about this group is that we all get involved with each other's events. So we want to make sure that we're known to the communities, that we become familiar faces, and so we are a point for the various communities that you represent to talk to us about police concerns you may have. We have an upcoming event in November. On November 8th, we have our annual town hall meeting where the chief and all of us will be available to you and to all members of the community to discuss any particular concerns. And the next year, moving forward, we're looking to furthering our activities to promote trust and police information and education, both the police educating themselves about the Asia Pacific communities, and the Asia Pacific communities, we want to help educate all folks about what the police do. We're focusing next year again on youth and our newcomers, and we're looking forward to probably seeing many of you at many of the events. And I just wanted to say, before I pass the microphone on, a very special thank you to FB Foods and the delicious lunch they provided for us today. So I'll pass it on to Mr. Ray Tolentino, our co-chair.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to host all of you here at the Toronto Police College. I'm one of the two representatives of the Filipino community to the Asia Pacific Community Consultative Committee. I'm also the Executive Vice President of the Filipino Center, Toronto. And we're very happy to have you here. One of the important elements of our relationship as we build the APCC, and of course our relationship with the Toronto Police Service, is communication. And your role as our partners with that, to help enhance that communication with our community, to find out the best ways that the Toronto Police Service can help our community and our members of our community to give feedback to Chief Blair. So the town hall meeting that Staff Superintendent Jane Wilcox mentioned in November is going to be very important, and we need your help to disseminate that information and the invitation to members of our community. Thank you. Let me introduce at this time Bob Shin from the Korean community.
Good afternoon. I'm very happy to see you, everybody. I am Bok Shin, chair of the Korean Interagency Network, which is a 17 non-profit organization coordinating services and the programs and the resources of agencies from Korean community and the main streets. And we provide leadership roles, and we share the information, and we hold meeting regularly every month. Been 2 years in APCC members. I'm very happy. I try my best to participating. Participating, it brings knowledge, and we share friendship with police officers. So also we identify the policing issues, which is we could bring to the police headquarters, to the Chief William Blair. So our Korean community, we usually have a variety store robbery problems and the smuggling cigarette and the youth drug programs. But through this meeting, we are getting very deeply about core community mobilization with police, education like domestic violence, crime prevent, youth prevent, crime prevent. Those kind of things we give to our community. So actually, as you know, I don't speak English well, but I try my best